Go.
All right, it's our first day of throwing here. We'll start out with step one. Wheel turns on always on the right hand side. There's a little switch. Have your bat. There's two different sets of holes. We're going to use the ones with 3 little prongs right here. This one only has 1. These ones have 3, so we'll take those. All right. What I like to do is I add a little bit of clay to the bottom. Some potters think this is not needed, but I kind of do. It helps stick to the wheel head. All right. Keep my fingers right on the holes. Flip it over. As soon as I can feel those pins, I remove my fingers. Slowly press down, and then I press down and I turn in a counterclockwise. All right. The wheel is ready. Bat is on. I take a ball of clay the size of an orange. Take your time. Make sure your bat is dry. And you want to pound it right in the middle. Right in the middle. So try to always get right here. If you do it and you go there, that's bad. That'll make your life difficult. Put back the ball. All right, 1, 2, 3. Boom. Press down. Good. We're ready to go. Start the wheel speed. This is really fast, and this is a little slow. I like a little in between that. All right? As we begin our first few steps, I do believe it goes a little faster. We get all our tools out. We have a rib, our needle, spatula. I have a ruler here for us, and a handy dandy sponge. Add a little bit of water. Press straight down with my right hand. Make sure it sticks to the wheel. Ah, perfect. Now what I like to do is I take my thumb and I create a little indentation down at the bottom. Oh, look at that. Nice. Take a little thumb, make a little indentation. There you go. And then my pinkies have a place to stay. And our first thing we're going to do with this clay is we're going to squeeze towards 12 o'clock, and this is called coning. Fingers stay together, squeeze, and let go slow. Left hand stays there, right hand comes on top, bend that wrist, push straight down until the palm of your hand hits the bat. See how the bat cleans itself? I know I don't need to push down anymore. I can push now at 11 and just let it go nice and slow. A centerpiece of clay. Before we do a nice centerpiece of clay though, I'd like to cone 6 to 12 times. And watch. Right hand up. Repeat. If I let go fast, I get that wobble. So I want you to press towards 12, let go slow, push down. Good. Now some people, they press down. When they press down, they press their thumb in it. That's bad. You don't want that. So try to keep this thumb flat. Coning real fast. Push up. Let go slow. Press down. Woo! Another thing I see that you might want to stay away from is pressing down too much. Students will attempt to press down, and when they press down so hard, they pancake it out. Not that it's bad, but it's really hard to push that clay back up. So you struggle. And when you struggle, you start to squeeze in rather than squeeze up towards 12. Because again, you squeeze towards 12, let go slow, the clay will stay true. And then you see I lost my little groove down there. All right, you have some nice clay now, very plastic-like. One more, and we are ready. So I'm going to squeeze, let go slow, right hand on top, and so you can see this, right hand's right here, and I'm just pressing down, thumb has hit the bat, I'm gonna now press towards 11, if this is a clock, and it's centered. So I press towards that way. All right.
7 minutes centering. All right.
We are ready to open it up. Elbows on legs, thumbs together. Press down towards the center, just a little bit, and stop. Don't go too far. Fill that up with a little bit of water. That'll reduce all the friction. And now the thumbs go straight down, nice and slow. And you see my hands start to want to come up. When that happens, I stop. Take all the water out of there so you can see what we have. We have what I consider a V shape, and that's good. I'm going to use my left hand as a tool. It's going to become a stiff board. My right hand holds it, and I press. You see I'm holding my fingers. I press straight down, and I will, for the first time, stop my wheel. Take my needle and check for thickness. Go all the way down to the bottom. Put my finger down there until it touches the clay. I pull it out, and I'm looking for 1/4 of an inch. The thickness of a pencil. Looks pretty close. I'm happy with that. I like the thickness of the bottom. Now we are going to take that V that we have, and we're going to open it up into a U. So I take my fingertips, just like I did before, and I slowly pull out just the bottom. I don't pull out the whole top. The top's already out. See my fingertips slowly press that clay towards the outside, and I stop. I have a pretty good bottom. A lot of students, though, will create what we call little swirls. In order to get rid of those, we take, I call it 90-degree rib, the round side on the outside, and I've opened it up enough that that rib, for the most part, will fit in there. Look at that. Twice, huh? So I take the rib. It's hard if you jab it in there, so you got to turn it towards you on the right-hand side and slowly press down till the whole bottom is nice and flat. Oh, that's nice. All right. We are ready to pull, kids. Left hand on the inside, right hand on the outside. I'm a right-hander, so I'm over here. Because you want your hands to work together, what I do is I take that thumb and I pull it all the way around here. Look at that. And I take this thumb and I touch it. And I press in. This hand doesn't do much. Press in, and at that point I get this little pinch of clay. And the clay is really large up here. And it's thinner here. And I just take that clay and I press it straight up. And then I release nice and slow. A little follow through, just like a basketball. Add a little bit of water. Left hand on the inside. Thumb comes all the way around. I squeeze in. I squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And I come up nice and slow. Now what do? Sometimes you go fast. It's a common mistake. That's okay. Learn how to use the needle. This happens to you, do not attempt to fix it when it's stopped. We never stop it. We take our left hand on the inside. The needle does not get jabbed in there like that. That's bad. We're going to come in at a slight angle. We're going to slowly touch the clay. Slowly push that needle in the clay until it comes around to my finger, and then I just pull it off. Okay? Let's try that again. Ooh, how nice that looks. You have a sharp edge, so what I like to do is round out that edge. Take my fingers and I just kind of put my finger and thumb on there and a little sponge, and I just kind of round that edge out. How nice that looks. Left hand on the inside, right hand on the outside. Let's Push, 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 push in. This hand's not doing anything. It's just acting like a wall. And take that clay and come straight up, nice and slow. Nice and slow. And remember, let's follow through. Don't squeeze so hard up here. Just let go, nice and slow. We have ourselves a nice cylinder. We're looking for a 3-inch, 3 inches tall. Look at that, we have 4. Oh my goodness. Amazing. How wide is it? Wide enough to get my hand in. Need it to be able to get my hand in, so we're gonna say my hand, right? Which is approximately 3.5, but not a big deal. I'm more concerned about it being 3 inches tall. We are so close to being done. Take my spatula tool, sharp edge right there. Okay? A lot of students like to just hold it up here and just go at it, and that's crazy. You wanna hold it like a pencil. Okay? Hold it stiff. You can see this straight line that my cylinder makes, and then you see it kind of curve out. We don't want that. We want to get rid of that. So what I say is we cut the excess fat off. Slowly dig down. Not fast, just slow. All the way until you hit your back. After that, stop. Take your sponge, finger, you put some water in there. Get my finger in between my cylinder and my fat. Look at that, you can see it. Nice. Take my spatula tool, cut up underneath that. When my finger and that tool meet, just pinch it with the thumb and it all disappears. Do a little bit of cleaning here. Oh, that's so pretty. I'm gonna just check my cylinder, just make sure it's nice and straight. Feels pretty good right there. Just gonna go through it all. Awesome. And then stop the wheel. I can turn it off, and we're gonna cut it in half. So the last step is pretty simple. I grab the wire. I'm gonna press straight down in the middle. Now it's not all the way down, so go back and forth, 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 and then cut away from yourself so you don't splatter yourself. Always keep this wire out of the splash pad. It's dangerous. And then just push it towards you. We're looking for a 1/4 inch from the top to the bottom, all the way along there.